Hello, we are off on a trip today to one of our favourite places, IKEA! Yay. And we actually have a reason for going today, and we possibly may not buy anything, but we have a big reason. We want to sit on a few sofas. We're in the market for a new sofa. We think ours is not very comfy, and so we're heading to IKEA today to try out a few of their different styles and see if we like anything. And of course, I'm going to have a nosy round everything else, and definitely the circular hub, which, as you know, is one of my favorite places at IKEA. So come along with us, let's see what we spot and what we buy. As always, don't forget to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already a subscriber for lots more home, DIY and renter friendly content. We've got all sorts of weather on this journey to IKEA today. It's now tipping it down with rain. And it's June. What's going on? Okay, so we started hunting around the sofa section at IKEA, and the first one that we tried out was the Smedstrup sofa. We spotted it up on the top and then realised that there was a version down below that we could sit on. But for me, it was too firm and I just wasn't sure about the colour. Next up was the Hilltop sofa. Now, I really loved the colour of this. It was a really gorgeous beige, but unfortunately I wasn't sure about this rounded seat cushion. It kind of felt weird. And also the loose skirt around the bottom of the sofa, we're not big fans of that. However, I did really like this little cushion. I was quite tempted to take that home with me. I loved the colours. Next up was the Kivik sofa. Now, this had brilliant wide arms. We love a wide arm in our house for putting cups of tea and things on, but unfortunately it just wasn't that deep and not that comfy, so that was a no. This mid-century style sofa was really cute, but unfortunately not a comfortable sofa. So next up we tried the Vimley sofa, and this was one of our faves, and we really liked this colourway, this slightly creamier colour. The great thing about the Vimley is it has loose covers. You can also customise, mix and match the items together to build your perfect sofa. This was definitely our favourite, really comfy, and it seemed a lot deeper than the sofa that we have now. I did have to get the tape measure out just to check that it was, and indeed it was. So I think that that's the front runner. Then we headed off just generally into IKEA to wander around the room sets. I loved this little lamp. However, Kit said it reminded him of Button Moon, so I wasn't allowed to buy it. But I did spot this table, and I've seen somebody do a really clever hack with it, so I might pick up one of them. Did pick up this little throw. Love this little outdoor dining section. It's really inspiring, I think, for small spaces, and that's one of the things I love about IKEA, that you can have a look and get inspired by some of the things that they've done. Like, I love this herringbone worktop. It's absolutely beautiful. I'd like to remember that for a future house. In terms of kitchen, this is our favourite kitchen at IKEA. It has been for ages, and in the future we would definitely have something like this in our house. Love the way the tiles are done as well. The way that they're hung sort of long ways, really like them. And yeah, just the finish of it generally. I also really liked these lights. These lights have got a real mid-century feel to them. I spotted that table in beige as well, so that's the colour that I might get. Loved this little shelving unit for the garden, but it was super expensive, so I didn't get that. We headed down to Market Hall, grabbed a trolley, and this is where we're going to have a hunt around for some fabric. I want to upholster some chairs, and I wondered if I could find some fabric at IKEA, maybe a throw or something that I could repurpose. We also hunted out a frame for a picture, but sadly couldn't find the right size. Loved these candlesticks. These are new to IKEA. I really liked the red one as well. Really good prices. They would look really nice as statement pieces on your fireplace. Picked up a few bits. Headed downstairs to where the plants are and some more bits and bobs. Really love this colourful collection. This is where the lampshades are from. Really nice, like I said, mid-century feel to them. Definitely would like to use them somewhere. So I am going to pick up one of these tables in a beige colour, and it's going to be for a little DIY outside, a little IKEA hack. And then I headed to the reshop and reuse area. Had a little nosy again at fabric. I'm trying to find some perfect fabric for some mid-century chairs that I want to reupholster. This is a great place to hunt through all the cushions and throws, and you can repurpose them for lots of different uses. I loved this colour, but I think it wasn't big enough for my chairs, so I left it behind. These soap dispensers were reduced down to literally 50p. These are brilliant. We used to have one of these in our bathroom. We've got one by our kitchen sink for soap. They're glass, they feel really heavyweight. Good little bargain. They also had some of the blinds that we'd already picked up here in the recycle reuse section, but unfortunately this one wasn't wide enough, so I had to keep the one from the full price section. Double checked the sofas to make sure there wasn't any bargains to be had. Did debate about buying one of these Maria stools because they're great for quick little hacks, but decided to leave it behind. So this is what we're going home with. I did pick up these cushion covers from the recycle area.
Okay, it's a couple of days later and I thought I would show you what we ended up getting from IKEA. Now, we did choose a sofa. We decided to go for the IKEA Vimley. I think that's how you pronounce it. Now, we haven't ordered it yet because we already have a sofa and I do want to give it a bit of a clean, and then I'm probably going to list it on a selling site like Facebook Marketplace or something and see if we can get a little bit of money for that and put it towards the new sofa. But the new sofa is much deeper, it's a much better colour. The one we have now is grey, it doesn't go with the kind of warm beiges that we've got in our house, and this new one is a beige colour and it's perfect. It also has covers, so in the future if we wanted a different colour we could buy different covers for it, and it just generally felt a little bit comfier. It's still a bit firm. My other half, he does like a sofa that's a little bit firmer, so you've got to compromise on that. But yeah, I think it's a good buy, and I think for the money it's a really affordable sofa. Only a two-seater because we haven't got a huge amount of room, but it felt nice and spacious. So yeah, can't wait to order that. I might do another video for when I order it and when it arrives, and we can put it together and style it with some cushions and things. But anyway, for the more small items that I bought at IKEA, this is what I got. So first up is one of these blinds. These are the ring Oh, hello. Can I help you? Okay, I'm going to sit there, fine. Yeah, so this is the ring blower blind, and you might have seen these already on my channel. I've got the striped green ones upstairs in the bedroom. These are really good for a few reasons. One is that they're super easy to hang. They've got little like eyes, so you could get a little cup hook and you can put the eyes into the cup hooks, which is great. They're really simple to put up. But the other thing is that they're kind of sheer. They do let light through, so they're not a blackout blind. And one of the reasons that I wanted this is I want them for the living room. So here in the living room at a certain time of day, the sun streams in, and if you're sitting on the sofa, you get blinded. And what I want is something that we can put down. It will diffuse the light so that you're not getting blinded, but it doesn't completely black out the living room. At the moment, we have to shut the curtains, and then you're sort of sitting in the dark while you're eating your dinner or whatever. So the only downside of this is it's not exactly the right width for the window. My window is a little bit wider, but I don't mind that there's going to be a little bit of a gap either side. It is a bay window, so it's only going to sit in the middle section. But as I said, really simple to put up. Come on, Puppet. Good boy. But yeah, as I said, really simple to put it up. I've already got a couple of little hooks, I think, up on our window, which were there when we moved in or when I moved in. So I'm hoping to utilise them so I don't need to make any amendments in my rental property. So that was the first thing that we bought. It's just the white one, and it is the longest one that they do, which is 140 centimetres wide. Next up, if you're following along with my garden makeover, then one of the colours in my garden is going to be a green colour, a few different shades of it or tones of it, and one of them is this kind of, what would we call this? A kind of mossy green, and they had these lovely lanterns. I'm thinking that maybe I might put some solar powered fairy lights in here or battery powered fairy lights. I only got one for now because I'm not 100% sure where it's going to go. However, there is a possibility when we go in the future I might get another one. But for now, I just really loved the colour. Another item for the garden is some little pruning shears, would we call these? I've got, or snips. I've got proper secateurs or shears, but these are really good for just like deadheading, snipping off little bits of plants, snipping off herbs and things like that. Love these, so I grabbed these as well. Next up was one of these really cute little blankets. They had this in a pink and yellow check design as well, and I've actually bought this for a future upcycle. I really want to do something with Gus's bed and basically reupholster or maybe get a new bed, or maybe re-upcycle the one that he's already got, and I want to use this as the fabric. I think it's really fun. It should be really soft. This was £5. There'll be plenty of fabric here to do it, so stay tuned for what I'm going to do with that. I also picked up these in the circular hub, or it's now called reuse and recycle area in IKEA, I think. Or is it resell and recycle? Anyway, they've renamed it. I can't keep up, but it's still one of my favourite areas at IKEA. And these are going to be for another upcycle. And I really wanted to find a really nice fabric to upcycle some chairs that I got for free on Facebook Marketplace. And I loved the kind of golden colour of these pillow cushion covers. They were £1.50 each. They're 50 by 50 centimetres. I got two, and they are the perfect size to do my chair cushions out of. So again, stay tuned because I may feature that upcycle here on YouTube if you guys are interested in seeing them. But it was a great place, that area, IKEA, for finding discounted fabrics, curtains, cushion covers, and you can do different stuff with them. You can use them for upcycling projects, you can use them for sewing projects. It's a really handy place to pick up bits and bobs for cheap. Then just a couple of kitchen items. Kit picked out these two mugs. These are going to go in our little mug house next to our coffee machine. I think he's picked these for his morning cappuccino that he makes every day using the coffee machine. So they were his choice, but I'm not seriously offended by them, although I would have preferred them if they were brighter colours. But I can live with them. It's compromise when you live together, isn't it? And lastly, we bought some new salt and pepper shakers or grinders. And these are very, very quirky. And I still haven't 100% decided how I feel about them. But I do really like the smoky glass. They're very Scandi. I think they'll look cool on our dining table in front of our wiggly dining room wall. So yeah, these were £10 for the two, and we like a lot of salt and pepper on our food, so they are perfect. And that's everything that we picked up from IKEA. I hope you enjoyed coming along with us, and I will keep you updated on if we buy the sofa and when it arrives. Give the video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and of course do subscribe and let me know in the comments what your favourite item at IKEA was, and I will see you again next time.